When people looked at our family, they saw nothing out of the ordinary. A mother, a father, 3 kids, a dog named Bingo, and a white picket fence. The American dream, some might say. But what they didn't see, what we never let them see, was the secret we were living with. A secret that bound us tighter than blood ever could. I grew up in a small town where everyone knew everyone. Maple Street was lined with cozy 2-story homes, kids on bikes, and neighbors who borrowed sugar without hesitation. Ours was the red brick house on the corner. It always smelled like cinnamon and lavender. Mom made sure of that. To the outside world, we were picture perfect. Dad coached Little League. Mom volunteered at the school library. My older brother Aaron was a straight-A student, my sister Lily danced ballet, and I was the quiet one. Always observing, always listening. I think even then, I knew there was more to our lives than met the eye. It started when I was around 10. I woke up one night to hushed voices coming from downstairs. I crept to the staircase and saw my parents talking in the kitchen. Their faces were pale. Serious. My mom was crying, holding a letter. My dad looked like he hadn't slept in days. That was the first time I heard the word witness. Later that week, we were told we'd be taking a vacation. No one asked questions. We packed up the car and left without saying goodbye to anyone. We never returned to the red brick house again. That's when we became the Millers. New names. New town. New lives. We were part of the Federal Witness Protection Program. My dad had seen something dangerous. He testified against people who didn't forgive or forget. People who could make you disappear. The government gave us new identities, a new home, and a list of rules we had to live by: no contact with the past. No real photos online. No slip-ups. Ever. As a kid, it was confusing. I missed my friends. I didn't understand why I couldn't write to Grandma anymore. But over time, the new life became normal. We learned how to blend in, how to lie with a smile. The hardest part wasn't the move or the new name. It was the silence. We couldn't talk about who we really were, not to friends, not to teachers, not even to each other sometimes. I saw what it did to Aaron. He was angry all the time. He hated the lies, hated the secrets. He missed his old life, his old girlfriend, his old school. There were nights I'd hear him punching the walls in the garage, letting out screams he couldn't say in words. Lily, on the other hand, buried it all deep inside. She stopped dancing. She started sleepwalking. One night, I found her standing outside in the cold, whispering our old address like it was a prayer. We were together, but we were each alone in our pain. My parents tried to protect us, but they couldn't protect us from the emotional cost of living a lie. It all came crashing down when Aaron tried to reach out to someone from our past. An old friend. A message sent through a burner phone. It was reckless. Dangerous. And it almost got us killed. That night, we had to move again, this time in the middle of the night. Men in black suits came. Guns at their sides. My mom packed a bag in under 2 minutes. I remember shaking as I stuffed clothes into a backpack, thinking, this is it. They found us. We ended up in a rural part of Montana. A cabin. Cold. Isolated. Safe, for now. Aaron broke down that week. He blamed himself. My dad didn't yell. He just sat beside him and said, we all want to go home. But staying alive means choosing us over everything else. That's when it clicked. The secret wasn't just about danger or protection. It was about loyalty. Family. Survival. That winter, on Christmas Eve, we built a fire and sat together in a circle, the warm glow lighting up our tired but hopeful faces. Outside, the world was frozen and silent. Inside, for the first time in years, we felt something close to peace. My dad looked around at each of us, his eyes resting on Aaron, then Lily, then me, and finally whispered, "This isn't the life we asked for. But it's the one we were given. And what we've built together, despite it all, that's what makes us stronger than any past we left behind." None of us spoke after that. We didn't need to. In that quiet room, with snow gently tapping the windows, I realized something. We weren't just surviving anymore. We were healing. And maybe, just maybe, that was the beginning of something new. Something honest. Something ours.